And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. How you doing, BeerMe?
Had better days, Scott. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was a beautiful 79 degrees here today, so I can't complain about that with no humidity. So, how about yourself? How you doing today?
It's hot. It's real.
Ooh,
It's been real hot. It's good,
that's
but
the
it's
worst.
it's kind of mellowed a little bit actually. It was a little chill overnight, but it's like 20 degrees still. For us, that's normally hot, but that's cooled down from what it was. So it's like
Mm,
so. Yeah, it's gotten better. It's gotten better, but I
all
jumped.
right.
I jumped a gun. It's Frontline League on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League on the YouTube channel. You can like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Frontline underscore prediction underscore league on Instagram. We're on there as well. You can go follow that also. And yeah, all that gets through to our Discord along with the top of the card one. That's our podcast for actual wrestling news and stuff. That's Top of the Card Pod on Twitter. If you go follow those, you can listen along. You can hear my dog bark, who jumped in at the end of the podcast last night when we recorded it, and just now during Trenches. It happens sometimes. She's excited. But what we've got is Money in the Bank. We've got Money in the Bank happening this past weekend. It was a crazy show, and forgive me, we're going to power through Miley barking. It's louder for me than it is for you. Um, I know my headset does pick up sounds very well, though, so there's also that. We'll start right away, bear me, with a new world champion. FPL world champion Broken Nerd lost to Ash. And Ash is the world champion. Something
Yeah.
we were all predicting, something that you were not wanting opposite Nerd, but there you go.
Yeah.
That's all you got?
Yeah. Congrats to Ash. Yeah. It was just a tough game to predict, man. Nerd will be back.
It's two-time.
Yeah, completely.
Could be
Yeah,
three. Could
I
be
got
three,
faith.
so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll be back. He'll be.
Now, Ash's reign might not last long because Mark Harper is Mr. Money in the Bank. The UK resident beat Sheriff Tino, Luke Gray, Smooth Rock, Sebastian Escobar, James Costner, and Rate Wrestle. It was by capture too, which is straight up capture. So others' points I
Pretty
think
sure it
were
was
going
by
to
a
get
point.
higher. Yeah, it was by point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's three of them had the same capture and he had higher points. So 27,
Mm-hmm.
26, 25 for that. So Harper got it over. I think it was Sheriff Dog.
That's
I'm not sure if that's exact, but yeah, which is
Yeah,
extra funny.
stray
but-
over stray. Well,
Yeah,
former stray over
Yeah,
stray. Yeah,
yeah. But Mark Harper is
yeah.
Mr. Money
Hats
in the
off to
Bank.
him.
Do you think he's
Yeah.
going to win the title from Ash? Or will he wait for a while?
Yes. Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, if I had money in the bank, I would cash in sooner rather than later. Maybe he's waiting for a good one. So I don't know. That's a good question.
There's a lot of shows, so like it could happen anytime. It can happen on a house show. That's how the Money in the Bank can
Yeah.
work. So there's a lot of them. So, speaking of tags. Speaking of titles, the tag titles did not change hands as the Messy Good Guys, you and the GMSG, beat the Brits, Papa Snooch and the Gaffer.
We did.
So you feel confident there, obviously, going in, and well worth it. But contenders are coming, but you know that Nerd lost his title, and ooh, something got my attention there. And we know coming up ahead, Bastion did not get the Canadian, so you're the only F.B.U. members left with belts. How do you feel on that?
Yeah. I mean, it sucks that we all don't have gold, but I mean, hey, we're not gonna give up the dream yet. It'll happen, but we just gotta. Man, that card was so hard to predict. Like, just some funky stuff happened.
It would have been wild if Bastion won, but then later in the night, Nerd lost. So you had them all technically for like an hour.
Right.
Right, can you imagine that? But yeah, it didn't happen. Didn't happen, so.
Yeah.
Wow. Miley! Good lord! Come here! Here she comes. She's coming over. She's gonna get a treat. She's the noisy one. Beerman, we got the 2023 North American Clash Finals. My pick, J-Mac, did not win. Your pick, Hero, did. Hero won the North American Clash.
Congrats, Hero.
And
I'm proud of it.
this is embarrassing, but I forget which belt he's going after. I read this and everything.
Canadian.
It's Canadian. Okay, thank you. I'm like, I forget which one it is.
I think. I'm
Ah,
like 99% sure.
it's in the
99%
results.
sure.
We'll get
Yeah.
there. Well, hello. I have Miley jumping up to say hi as well. Hi, Miley. Making a cameo on the podcast, or on the show. Yeah. Everybody likes seeing a puppy dog, so there you go. Hi. Good girl. So do you think Hero's going to dethrone the champ? Either way, Canadian or American.
He's got to. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this. He's got to finish the story, so
There you
he
go.
needs to do it. So I'm gonna pick Hero to win against Cam, and even though Cam has proven me wrong every step of the way, he keeps doing it. So
Now, speaking of Cam, he did beat Bastion in a Watson Rules match, 20-17. He's retained. Like I said, do you think Cam's going to be beat by Hero then? Like that's the end of his story with the run?
I think so, but hey, I've been wrong with Cam this whole time, so he could easily win, and it's going to be close. It'll be a close match because like Watson Rules matches are tough because like you get a weird funky heel turn with your top lock, or you know what I mean, like some weird stuff happens and you have no bonuses to back it. It's tough. Like,
very tough.
It's a hard title to keep.
I've won and lost many matches by bonuses. Like that match I always reference with Fart Bucket from years ago. The only reason I won that is because I got 3 bonuses right. Like
that's right.
I would have lost if not for those bonuses. So it's like bonuses you can live and die by. If it was Watson Rules, I would have lost. So that's how those work. Speaking of losses, I lost. Yeah. To Rick Gillen in his retirement match. So Rick went out on top. It was funny because I asked him, like, do you want to read the write-up first? And he said, no, I want to be surprised by it. And he loved it.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I went full Cena versus Punk in Chicago.
Yeah.
Really with that. With some moments. I also referenced the Canadian Wildfires as a bad guy for the night. So I had to. It's fun. Yeah, he won on his way out. He was saying he's going to retire after that, so he is done. He's literally not being booked going forward. It's wrestling, so But I can pull back that curtain. There's no plans, as far as I know. As far as I know, I've been stuff's been secretive for me before. I'm not going to say it's not, and I am forgetful. But he's legit. He's retired. So that's it. Rick Gillen went out on top. He first match in the FPL was against me, and he lost. And he won at home in his final one against me. That's pretty cool. He finished the story. To pull your phrase there, BeerMe. So there you go.
He did. I hope he's doing well in real life, though. I hope everything's going good for him. I remember he had some tests.
Yeah.
And he said it was going good, but yeah.
Nothing but the best for RGX.
Yeah.
That's how I know him as, even though Rick Gillen, RGX. That's
right. Yeah, and hopefully he does come back eventually. I know it is wrestling, so hopefully one day he does make a return.
And to be clear, he's still in the Discord, which again you can get through the links and stuff down below. He's just retired from predictions. And of course in wrestling, it's a storyline. You put the storyline retirement in and you're good. But he is legit not predicting anymore, so yeah. So that's that. Hey, speaking of 2-time champions, we mentioned this before, how there's a 2-time world champion, rather. 2-time American champion. We now have Alexander McKennedy, the original, the inaugural, the first FPL American champion, has the gold once again. He basically left the tag ranks, went to singles, and got his belt back as he beat Chappers, the champion JJ Rocky, and Perk Engel in Ultimate X. Again, via capture.
Yeah. 7
matches and 2 captures in these things. Like, this is insane. That's the right
to him,
set, right?
Impressive. Yeah. Hats off to the 2-time American champ.
I think he's the first 2-time American, too.
Reign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because his first reign was really long, so maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's in the cards.
And speaking of tags, I'm sure you kept a close eye on this one. The winners went on, or will go on, to a FPL Continental Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match. It was Black Cross Light, it was the Light of the Cult, and it was Matt Zion and Rab. BCL won. Black Cross Light, Atlas Kiyama, and Jason Blades are in the #1 contenders match. And I'm not sure who they're going to face exactly, but you could have Black Cross Light coming after your belts, BeerMe.
I know who they're facing, but that's a little later in the show.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Congrats to BCL, Jason Atlas. They pulled it out in a triple threat tag. It's not easy to do. I was rooting for Light of the Colt, but one day it'll happen.
Yep.
One day.
And we know, like, Black Cross Light, all these teams have had shots here and there. So, like, they've earned a shot again, and here we go. They've earned a shot at a shot, rather, but here we go again. We'll see. We'll see. We've got, and if people are wondering why I'm leaning in an awkward position, I'm petting my dog. She's on the floor now, so she's contented now and laying on the ground, and I have to lean in an awkward position. She laid down even more. We got the 2023 Border Crossing Finals, BeerMe. It's Halcyon defeating the Arbiter 30-29. So Halcyon will go on to face the other champion at SummerSlam, either the American or the Canadian, opposite what the NAC winner chose. So if that's the case, Halcyon is going after the American Championship, I do believe, right?
Yeah. You know what's wild is I picked Halcyon to win the tournament.
Yeah.
And then they win the runner-up prize, pretty much.
If I'm correct,
which isn't a bad prize.
If I'm correct, this final is two people who were from the very first. Well, obviously, they're all from the first round, but I believe they were on the opposite people of the regular winners. If I'm correct.
Yeah.
I think Jim, she was saying something about that. It's it's basically the two matches from the start is what happened here. So yeah, we have Shades of Smiles beating the Strays 58-53 for Hawk and Lexi over Marsh and Supreme Rock. And again, we figured the tag champs. We were kind of predicting that one, so I'm not surprised by that one. But still, 7 points difference. I can do math. 5 points difference on a match where people were getting captures. It's not a lot. That could have gone either way when you look at that one. This is a bit different, though. Symphony of Destruction, European champion James Blake and Josh Dionio beat Annex Asylum, Captain Krulix Blackwell, and Static 68-55. CT, Jonathan C.T. Martin beat the Alpha Dog 31-25. Mod Step beat CM Carlito. Monkey Bong beat Mr. Glee, returning. Payne Oki went to a no contest. Theodore Dr. Zeus Geisel also returned and defeated Dedrick Cyrus and Nayara. Dedrick also back regularly as well.
Yeah.
Billy Grayson beat Mad Elite Titan. Larry, continuing on from the Forbidden Door, beat Red. Dion Blade beat Memories. Dion Blade also returning. El Cid beat Starzy. Cammy Cat beat Chef Urban. That's a big one. That's a former world champion Cammy beat on the main show. That's huge. Orstella beat Pushino, another Forbidden Door person continuing. Kier beat Kazuchika Tanahashi, also continuing for Forbidden Door. We got a few like that. 3J Platinum beat Viper 17-11. And Jackson Myrtle beat Jut Jut. And yes, if you go through the results, there's the achievements. I'm not going to go through all those like I've done before. It takes an extra chunk of time.
Hey, isn't Larry's finisher the Larry Perry?
I think I was hearing about that, yes.
Isn't that what it was? It was like the springboard lariat.
It's a lariat. Yeah.
Yeah, lariat. Yeah. Oh my god, that's great.
I love it. It's ridiculous, but yeah.
Yeah.
The full write-up is here for the kickoff and the main show. Like I said, there's stuff with Rick Gillen's retirement. There's stuff with the Border Crossing and the regular tournament finals for the NAC. There's a backstage segment where GMSG beats me up. It happens. Hero makes a decision. The tag titles, Money in the Bank itself, world title. It's all there. Please, please, please go in and check it out. It's a lot of fun. We have fun with this stuff. We get them out kind of quick. We try. This one took a few days, but we weren't in any rush because the next show is not until the 15th. And that's the next thing we're talking about. So if I go over here to Slammiversary, boop, there it is. Slammiversary is coming up. And wait, that's the old one. Hold on a second here. That's Slammiversary. That's 2022. I got to go in here. I got to get the new one. That's last year's. I'm just talking to waste time as we go here because I didn't move the graphic over from Slammiversary 2022 to 2023. There it is. Boom. 2023. That's the graphic. That's the one for this year. You can see it matches now. We have this on Saturday. Impact on Saturday, July 15th, 8 p.m. There is a 7 o'clock pre-show. They call it Countdown to Slammiversary, meaning our deadline is 6 p.m. Eastern. Just go with that. They might make it only a half hour. They sometimes have done that. I don't know about Slammiversary. It might be an hour, but keep that in mind. That's the thing. Look at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's your best bet. We do have the European Championship being defended by Blake, as mentioned. This could be his 6th successful defense, which is getting into absolute record territory for any championship in the FPL. James Blake defending against Memories, or MERS as we go back. The FPL European Grand Prix Championship, #1 contenders Ultimate X match. It is an Impact show. We have Captain Cruelix, Blackwell, Kier, Nayara, Static, and Mr. Glee. And we're not going to go through the detail of these ones right now, BeerMe, because we'll talk about that next week on our go-home show for that. So that's all that we have announced. And BeerMe and I have a whole whack of matches to announce. So I've got, let's see, I got 2 matches, and I got 2 for Death Before Dishonor, actually, as well. What have you got, BeerMe?
All right, I have 2 for Slam and an announcement. I have 1 for Death Before Dishonor, and I have 1 for Great American Bash.
Okay. Well, I'll announce one of mine here. I have James Costner versus Sheriff Dog in a Steel Cage hardcore match for Slammiversary.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm thinking Costner. I usually pick him on these kind of things. It's hard to get me to bet against him, so I'm picking Costner on that. Who do you feel?
I don't know. I'm gonna go Sheriff Dog actually.
Okay.
What do I want to do? All right, I'll do this one first. Jonathan C.T. Martin is facing Starzy in a hardcore match.
Ooh, okay. Some hardcore matches. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going with CT as the veteran.
I am too, but Starzy I think is Omos in character, so that'll be interesting.
So, okay.
So that'll be interesting.
I've got one of the newcomers, Kazuchika Tanahashi, facing Jace of Blades. Not hardcore, but...
Not hardcore. Surprising. Yeah. It's Jace.
But a newcomer facing Jace. I'm going to go Jace. I usually do, for, again, the same kind of situation there. But newcomers, you never know. This could easily be something where they come in there and steal a win, basically. Not steal a win, but beat a veteran.
Yeah. I kind of want the newcomer to get a win because their pick base is Okada.
Yeah.
Kind of need him to get a win here, but I'm going to pick Jace as well. But I think it'll be very close.
Okay.
It'll be very close.
What have you got?
And I got your match, Scott. It's
hey!
You're going to be taking on Josh Dionio.
It's not a boot camp match. Good, okay.
It is not a boot camp match.
Because that was Bound for Glory, I think, or that might have been Slammiversary actually for back in the JRPL 2019. God, that was so long ago. Or was it 2020? No, it was 2019. It was 2020. We had COVID for last of the JRPL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, save money's pick him. I've not been winning much at all.
Yeah.
This is my slump period. I usually do poor in the summer. I just do. Aside from SummerSlam, like the first year. But it's in Canada. I gotta do well.
Right. I'm gonna pick you, Scott.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick you.
Uh-oh.
It's Simpac. But I did have an announcement. My announcement is there will be a major announcement that will change the FPL. So I just did a Tony Khan right there.
Oh my God! The best part is because CT gave you that, so CT had you do a Tony Khan. That's amazing.
He did.
That's great. Next, we got Death Before Dishonor. Now, let me see here. Do I have the right graphic for that? No, I sure don't. So let's do a live update of that graphic. Get that one over there. Change that over to that one. There we go. There it is. Death Before Dishonor 2023. We don't have anything announced. At least we do. I lied. We have the European Grand Prix Championship being defended literally a week after the prior match because it's another house show. The winner of the Ultimate X match will face the winner of Memories and Blake. Also, there's a Tornado Tag Team Hardcore match. The Kings of the FPL, CT and Escobar versus The System, the Alpha Dog, and Zachariah Prince. I don't know who that is.
Oh, The System. I like that.
It's a good name. And that's all we got. So I think I've got an announcement for this, and so do you. Let me see here. I have a match. It's another James Costner match. It's against Billy Grayson, and it's a Fight Pit submission match.
Oh, New Hotness.
New Hotness. I'm going to pick New Hotness. Sorry, Costner. I got to pick New Hotness. Costner's, he's probably going to win. But New Hotness, come on, man.
Yeah, since Rick's leaving, I got to pick New Hotness as well.
Okay. What have you got to announce here?
I have the reaction, Luke Gray and Tino, taking on SOD, 70 Destruction, Sheriff Dog, and Mark Harper. Cheers, Money in the Bank winner.
Forgive me for yawning. The day's catching up to me. I'm not bored by this. The day is literally catching up. It's 9 o'clock is late. I'm working like an hour earlier than normal, so it's like the 10 o'clock equivalent where I'm starting to get tired. I don't go to bed yet, but I'm like, man, I'm tired. It's hitting me. I'm picking SOD on that. I want the reaction to win, but I'm going with SOD. They're the spoilers.
Yeah, I am too. They got Mr. Money in the Bank, and they got Shift Dogs. So.
Yep. Who was almost Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So. I do have another Kazuchika Tanahashi match to announce. That's kind of funny. His opponent is Josh Dionio.
Oh, God.
Yep. Picking JD. Nothing against Tanahashi. It's just you're going against Jason Josh Dionio. I'm sorry. Those are uphill battles. You need to prove you can win. You totally can. I'm just not predicting it.
If they pull these off, it'll be interesting.
It'll be very different next time we do these because I'll be like, man, he beat Jace and JD in a week. It's a different story. Right. I'll be like, man, I'm not betting against him. Like that's all it takes. So yep. And I kind of want that. I love that too. That's fun.
I want that too. You know what? I am. I'm gonna pick Tanahashi.
Okay. And what have you got? Anything else for DVD?
Nope. Great American Bash.
Ooh. I don't even have the graphic for that yet. I don't know if we got one because it's so new for us. I'll find it as I scroll down here. Nope. It is, though, Sunday, July 30th. That's a Sunday show for WWE, 8 p.m. Eastern, so back to a 6 o'clock deadline. Even though they might only do a half hour, just keep it at 6. Keep that in mind. No, there's a graphic. I lied. I got to update that. But the tag titles, the number one contender match is there, BeerMe. I think you said you know who this is. It's Black Cross Light, Atlas, and Jace versus...
the Kings of the FPL, Jonathan C.T. Martin and Sebastian Escobar.
Ooh, that's why they're on the graphic. it is Butch and Escobar, so CT and Escobar, so that's kind of funny. It's hard for me to not pick the Kings on that, but I kind of I like the match a lot. I'm picking the Kings because I like Escobar and CT, I guess too. I'm being silly. Escobar and I have good rapport now. CT and I still fight in character, like we still like. It's that kind of thing. But Escobar and I are pretty cool. But I want to see Black Cross Light get those titles. I want to see both get those. That's the fun one. I like that. I like that a lot.
Hey.
Who do you think?
Hey, man. I'm still the champ. We're still champ.
Oh. Who do you think wins the contendership that you beat later? Let's put it that way.
I kind of wanted to be Black Cross Light because they won the match to get in this match.
But don't you want revenge from Rebellion, where Match of the Night and the Kings beat all of F.B.U. on their four-man debut? Don't you want revenge for that?
Kind of do, yeah. I'm going to pick the Kings. Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all you got? Well, yeah, let's go back here then. It is Slammiversary next weekend. We will do, like I said, the go-home show next time. We'll break down the full card about who we think is going to win. I'll tell you right now, I'm not betting anything against Blake at this point. He's literally won at every type of house show we've had, be it Supercard for ROH, be it Impact at Rebellion. Like, the guy doesn't lose. So it's not like one show's easier than the other. This is a tricky one, though. This Slammiversary is weird, so we'll see. But are you excited, BeerMe, for this upcoming summer of craziness? Because these are going to be damn near weekly shows with Slammiversary, DVD, GAB, SummerSlam. Like, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Cool.
I think it should be really fun, and be really fun for our league. And then after that, SummerSlam. So
yep. And then we get to Labor Day with All Out, and I'll say this flatly right now, as far as we're concerned, All In is not a show we're covering. Just to put that out there, because it's not a pay-per-view. I don't care what Wikipedia says about being the first UK pay-per-view. It's not. You can't order it. They've said nothing about it. If they come out and say it is, all right. We'll figure it out. But as of right now, we have I believe we have no plans to cover it. Just flatly based on that. So there you go. But we'll go from there. We'll leave it there. Thanks, everybody. Let me put that graphic back to Slammiversary. There we go. That is next weekend's show and this past weekend's results, again, go through to the Discord. You can get to that results page. You can get to that match booking page. You'll see all the fun stuff there that's been announced, all the results, all the historic results, all the profiles, the GMSG updates. Those are regularly done in there. All the new guys have their profiles after their 2 or 3 appearances now. 3 appearances, but they're filtering in also. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. We love it. And again, this weekly show is just us to chat about it and look forward to the next. And that's what it's going to be, as we literally recap, preview, recap, preview, recap, preview for basically 2 months. Yeah, it's going to be great. But it is here again, Frontline League on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League is the YouTube channel. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words on Instagram. Do check those out as well. Like and follow on that. Red does all those. Check that stuff out. And again, Top of the Card Pod, I'll mention it too. That's Top of the Card Pod on Twitter. And it's Top of the Card Podcast on Spotify and all that. That's also out there. We recorded one last night that should be up a little quicker than the last couple, which should have been about a 2-week delay. Life happens sometimes. But I'll leave it there, BeerMe. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.